Maria, I thought you were gonna go to med school. What, Maria? You're in nursing school? I thought you were gonna be a doctor. What? You wasted all that time being pre-med and now you're not even gonna go to medical school?
Oh my gosh, big deal. I decided not to go to medical school. Instead, I enrolled in an accelerated nursing program. And here are my top 3 reasons why I chose nursing over med school. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel where we talk about all things nurse-life balance. First of all, this video is not meant to hate on anyone that decided to go to medical school because some of my best friends are in medical school, about to graduate medical school, and they absolutely love it. It's perfect for them. There's a whole other side of people that might have felt forced to go to med school or felt pressured to go to med school. I'm one of those people. To give you a background, I graduated with my Bachelor's of Health Science in 2018 as a pre-med with a plan to go to medical school. I applied, I took the MCAT, I did all of that, and I had a good chance at getting in. I did all my primary applications, and as I was getting my secondary applications in my email, I just kind of had a realization that this is not what I want to do, and I pulled out my applications. Yes, I wasted about $800.
I wasted about $800.
Of applications to medical school. But in the long run, I'm very glad that I did not decide to enroll in medical school. I knew if I was going to go to medical school, I know that commitment. It's extremely rigorous, it's extremely time consuming, it's extremely expensive. I give so many props to those of you who decide to go into medical school and become physicians. It's an incredible career and we need them. So big up to you guys, that's amazing. But if it's not exactly 100% in your head that you want to be a doctor, it might not be worth it. And that's kind of where I was. I was having so many doubts of, do I even want to do this? Do I really want to commit to this long schooling and education and training and residency and all that? And at the end of the day, I decided no, it wasn't for me. And there's so many other things that I wanted to explore and do before committing myself and my life to medicine. Although there are a lot of reasons why I decided not to go to medical school, today I'm going to be covering the top 3 of why I chose nursing over medical school. Number 1, finances. Medical school, if you did not already know, is extremely expensive. I'm talking hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt just to fund your education. And I know physicians in the end of their training do make a lot of money and are able to pay that debt off in a good time frame, but for me, it just didn't make sense because I would have to fund this education completely by myself. And yes, there's options for scholarships, but they're few and far between for medical school. That's just a whole nother issue to talk about. I didn't think it was worth it to take out that much money in loans to fund my education, where I'd have to be starting my young career in my 30s, paying off all that debt. Like I said, you would make good money as a physician, but I didn't want to feel bound to my student loan debt payments, whereas that would be a factor holding me back from other things I might want to do because it makes you obligated to work and pay back your loans. There are other options for like loan forgiveness and different routes you can take to help get rid of your student debt. But overall, most physicians do have to pay back their student loans. And that was something that I did not want to commit to and made me decide not to go to medical school. Whereas with nursing school, my program is an accelerated program. It's 16 months and 4 semesters. And this program costs, it's still not cheap. I still have to pay for it out of pocket. It's about $16,000 to $18,000 for the whole program, which was a lot more affordable. It's a lot more likely you can come out with 0 debt, which was much more appealing to me as somebody who has to fund their education all on their own. I can start my career not focusing on student loan payments. And I can talk in another video about how I came out of school with 0 debt. So that was a really big factor for why I chose nursing over medical school. Unfortunately, we need so many more physicians and nurses in this country, in this world, but finances really do deter a lot of people. The second reason why I chose nursing school over medical school is for lifestyle. I think we all know how hard doctors train, physicians train to become board certified and licensed in their specialty. You have 4 years of undergrad, 4 years of medical school, and then anywhere from 3 on of residency in your specialty area. And that is basically your entire life. You're training to be a doctor up until you finish residency. So for me, that would have meant I'd be in my mid 30s when I finish. And I personally didn't want to wait that long to start my life and start saving my money and start, starting on with my career. I wanted to start a little bit earlier. So the length of training to become a physician just didn't really fit with my work-life balance idea that I had. And even after the training of becoming a physician, your work is your life in a lot of cases. Obviously, there are some physicians that are able to create a beautiful work-life balance, and that's great for them. I'm very happy they're able to do that for themselves. But a lot of physicians that I've shadowed or had a network with, they work 6 to 7 days a week and barely have any time for the things they want to do on their free time, because they don't really have much free time. And as somebody who has a lot of different hobbies and likes to travel and likes to spend time with friends and loved ones, I personally wanted more free time and flexibility in my life and in my career. I think nursing gives a good balance of that, because you can work 3 12-hour shifts, have 4 days off. You can do 4 days a week. You can have a really flexible schedule as a nurse, and there's so many different settings that you can work in. And I just think that nursing offers me more of what I was looking for as I continue on and get older in my life. I bet you weren't expecting to see me here after a long day of clinicals, but I just realized I forgot to include reason number 3 of why I chose to go to nursing school over medical school. Drumroll, please. Flexibility in my career. There are so many different things that you can do with an RN behind your name. The options are honestly endless. I don't even know all of them yet, so I'm excited to keep seeing them as I go on in my career and seeing where I can change. But the flexibility within nursing, if you get tired of one thing, you can switch to another. If you get burnt out in one area and you're tired of working there, you can go home and work from home. There's so many different options. You could be a legal nurse consultant and help law firms on malpractice cases. You can be a nurse writer and write for journal companies and articles to get topics in healthcare out to the public. You can be a nurse entrepreneur and start your own business. You could be a health coach. You can even do aesthetic nursing, do injectables, Botox, and different things like that. You can go on and continue your education. If you want to become an instructor, an educator, you can take the education route. And if you like change and you like to keep learning and like to keep growing in your career, I think nursing is a great option. And for someone like me, where I like a bunch of different things, I like to try new things, I get bored very easily, I think that if I was to go to medical school and commit to one specialty my entire life, as incredible as it would be to be an expert in one area, I think I would get burnt out. And it's a lot harder to switch specialties in medicine compared to nursing. So I'm really happy with the choice that I made to become a nurse. Because it gives me the flexibility to do a bunch of different things. So that is a really good option if you're someone like me who likes a bunch of different things and likes to switch around and dabble in different specialties within healthcare. So overall, do I regret my decision not to go to medical school? There was a time period where I was really doubtful, like, oh my gosh, why didn't I go to medical school? But at the end of the day, I'm extremely happy with my choice. I think I will be much more happier in the long run and much more free with my time that I chose the nursing route over the medical route. So I'm very happy with it. But again, I give so many shout outs to all my friends in medical school and about to start residency. It is an incredible route that they chose, and I'm very excited to collaborate with them in the future as a nurse, because I really think I can learn a lot from them in my career, so I'm very excited for that. You guys, I have a confession to make. I have no idea what I'm doing on YouTube, but what I do know is I'm gonna try my best to hold myself accountable to make weekly videos about all things nursing life balance, to try and inspire future nurses, nursing students, and even current nurses how we can have a better work-life balance and remind us all why nursing is the best profession in the world. So that's what this channel is going to encompass. If you guys are interested, please go ahead and follow, like, subscribe, comment on my videos to help grow this channel because I really do have big goals for it. So please, let's collaborate together and see where this channel can go.